Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really celebrate you. So today I'm going to be talking about idols. Excuse me. And I'm coming from the perspective of when we make our relationships an idol. For example, you're dating someone or you're courting someone and you guys are really going on well. God spoke to you, you're having an amazing time, you're loving the person is loving you. Oh wow, you guys are in cloud nine. Literally. But gradually you're realizing that you're beginning to value the person so much more. I mean, you value this person so much that whatever the person says is what stands, not necessarily what God's word says. You can't even let that person go. Like, if you don't talk to the person for a day, there is almost something wrong. There is just a thin line sometimes between idols and the places where our desires or our treasure is. I think the key word there is treasure. The Bible said, and because where a man's treasure is, there the man's heart is. Where is your treasure? Is your treasure in that relationship, in that courtship, in that job? Like, where exactly is your treasure? Your treasure should be in God, not just, it has to be in Him, it has to be in heaven, it has to be about His work, it has to be about His about the things He wants you to do at this time, not necessarily what the relationship is requiring. Now, when it comes to marriage, that's a different thing. Of course, the man is the head, is the priest of the home. Okay. But now I realized that, from my own experience, I realized that a time came in some of my relationships prior to my marriage where I valued the relationship so much that like, if we don't talk for a day, it's like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, my day is not complete without just having this person, hearing this person's voice. I couldn't take a decision. Even when God is leading me in that direction, I wouldn't want to take a decision because I don't know how this person would perceive it. I couldn't do some things because I felt as though they were not going to suit this person, or it's against this person's belief, it's against my boyfriend's beliefs, against my girlfriend's belief, but it is what you believe, it is what God has led you to do. So we need to be very careful, because sometimes God can give you a thing and that thing begins to take His place, and whatever takes His place becomes an idol. It could be a job that God has given to you. You prayed for the job and God gave you that job, but gradually the job is beginning to take the place of God. That is where you find solace. That is where you find companionship. That is where you find comfort. That is where you find guidance. It's beginning to take the place, and you're almost equating that thing or that person to God in your life. And you need to be very careful, because God is a jealous God, and He doesn't want us to have idols. He doesn't want us to have idols. Rather, He wants us to worship and to serve Him with all our hearts, with all our souls, with all our spirit, and with all our might. Okay, our solace is from Him, guidance is from Him, comfort is from Him. Who do you run to first whenever you're faced with a challenge? Is it this person? Is it this boyfriend? Is it this girlfriend? Is it this friend? Is it this job? You run to first rather than running to God. You find solace in other people rather than finding solace in the one who has created you. I'm not saying we should not talk to brothers and sisters, but we need to be careful when we are beginning to place some people above our Creator, above the one who has sent us here. So basically, the purpose of this this video today is to warn us about idols. As singles, I think as singles, sometimes it's easier for us to get into that place. Yes, as married people, yes, we get there, but especially when you're trusting God for marriage and you've got to meet someone really nice and you got the word from God, and it almost feels like, without this person, my life has ended. No, it hasn't ended. God is the Alpha and He's the Omega, He's the beginning and He is the end, not any man and not any woman. So let's guard our hearts against idols. Let's be very careful. Let's know the places we're keeping things. You know, there was one time God asked me to leave my job, and it was the hardest decision ever, because it was in that job I felt I found security. I found security in money, because at that point I felt, I need all this money. I need money to do this. I need money to do that. Oh, money, 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 money. My life now became all about money, you know. And when God had asked me and He has told me, leave the job, oh my God, I struggled. Come to think about it. I mean, I struggled really, really hard. And the struggle happened for months. I knew I was supposed to quit that job. I knew I was supposed to leave. I knew my time was up there. And God had told me it was time for me to leave. But I felt as though, how was I even going to fend for myself? How was I even going to do this? How was I even going to do that? But you know, at the end of the day, when I finally obeyed, though I learned some very hard lessons in disobedience, but when obedience was carried out, I reaped the fruits of obedience. I saw God being my sufficiency. My faith in God grew so much because I saw Him provide even the littlest things. I saw Him move in my life. I saw Him. I saw God. I saw God meet every need I had. So it wasn't my, because I was beginning to feel like without that job, I couldn't survive. Without that job, I couldn't do things I wanted to do. I was beginning to feel like without that job, like, oh, my life wasn't going to be complete. But now God showed me and He said, you know what? Without that job, you're going to feed. Without that job, you're going to be fine. Without that job, I will take care of you. So it's also happened in the area of relationship when God says, pack up and leave this relationship. And, because I had already come through a season of leaving a job and seeing how God pulled me through, it was easier for me because I was like, if God is demanding this of me, then I should give it to Him because all that I have is His. So why should that thing now become something I'm struggling with Him, the Creator, the one that gave this to me, that I am now struggling, I'm now dragging the thing with Him. I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all. So I believe this word is for someone. I believe it's for someone watching this video. I believe this is for you. Gradually, you're beginning to have things as idols. You feel like I can't do without this, and God doesn't want that. No, the only person we can't do without is God. So thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all that you've been doing. I really appreciate you all. I celebrate you. Have yourself a great week. I am going to come to you with another video very soon. Bye.